Hey everybody, Jeremy Wheeler here, Minnesota Main Street Media, sitting down with not Coach Walter. I'm sitting down with Coach is off watching his son Nick Walter go play some football today, and so I'm sitting in. We've got Cardinal defensive coordinator Mark Kovall. Mark, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Kind of strange that in 8 years I haven't had a chance to talk to you, because how long have you been working and coaching with this Cardinal football team?
36 years.
30. So just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple, just a few, just a few.
So, Coach, we had a great win. I don't want to say a bounce back, but maybe a less stressful win last week over Milaca than kind of those Coach and I have talked about the gauntlet to start the season with Litchfield and DC and Delano, kind of those bigger Wright County Conference teams. Talk about the game from Milaca. I think we had an opportunity for some kids to get healthy. We had some opportunity for some kids to get some action out on the field too. You had a lot of opportunity in the third and fourth quarter to see some of those seconds and thirds out there playing. Tell us about the Milaca game. What did you guys learn about the team, or what was good from that game for the team?
Okay. Well, first it started, there really wasn't a lot of emotion and excitement, and that we started a little slow. And it did. We had 4 or 5 kids out, not serious out, one out that won't be back, and that's unfortunate. But others that needed a break. So it did give us a chance to play some other kids and see what they could do. We don't really get a chance to see them all the time in like live action while we're practicing. So this is a really good time to see some kids, and we found out some good things. Even though I don't think we played our best game, we played a good enough game. And even the kids will tell you that we made a lot of mistakes that if we get, hopefully when we get to state and those better teams, we won't get away with that stuff. So it was a good learning, and we got a lot of younger kids in there. A lot of kids got to play, but some of the kids that we're really going to look for depth in the next couple of weeks, we got some really good film on them to teach them some stuff. So in that aspect, it was really good. So
we're going back into kind of we went from perennial Wright County Conference teams to section play with Milaca. Now we're back to another traditional Wright County Conference team in the Glencoe-Silver Lake Panthers. They've been down a little bit over the last couple of years, but I mean, they're still Glencoe. I know you and I both have some nightmares from games that we've gone down and played in Glencoe. So what do we know this year about the Panthers? What can we expect on Friday night when we travel down there?
They do get a lot of kids back. Their line is really big. They're experienced. They kind of switching things up a little bit. They used to be that wishbone and just going to pound it at you. And they may throw a pass 1 or 2 times a game to surprise you. Now they're coming out sometimes twins on one side, split receivers. They still will run their full house tight, but I don't think they're as good as they used to be. So they've kind of, they have some pretty good athletes on the perimeter too, though. The quarterback's good, elusive. You can't take them lightly. They're still Glencoe. You go down there and they still, I still see ghosts down there sometimes of some of their, players that we used to kid all the time that when we'd walk down there, that one end of the field would tilt because they'd walk on and all of a sudden, they still have size. They still have really good size. And I think their coaches do a really good job. So we just have to be prepared and keep doing what we do well and keep getting better. So.
And I feel like we both talked about at Milaca last week that kind of it wasn't just the lack of energy sometime on our side. It just kind of overall. I mean, Milaca had a decent crowd, but it wasn't a very loud crowd. That's never the case down in Glencoe. They seem to always pack their side of the stands, and
they'll be loud. Yeah, they'll be loud. Yeah, that was weird. Milaca was like the whole start. They started like 8 minutes early. We were caught off guard of the national anthem, and I know I'm sitting there and my mic is trying to get across to his buddy. I said, just stop and turn around and face the flag. He's caught in the middle of the field, and then that kind of stuff just, I don't know, it just kind of set the tone for everything.
Yeah. And you guys were in the middle. Even I was live streaming the game, and it's kind of like I'm planning out my, going to be able to look at the flag for the anthem, and then all of a sudden it like starts and like, oh, okay.
What do you do?
What do you do?
You roll with it.
See, when the anthem plays, you go stand on the sideline, put your hand over your heart, and you do what you got to do. So, Coach, 36 years of coaching, you've seen probably close to everything at this point. So
Yep.
what's maybe your fondest or maybe your funniest memory over the last 36 years of coaching?
Oh boy, there's a lot. There is a lot of them. I do know this. For 36 years, the relationship you build with the kids, and some of the stories that come out afterwards, and you don't know. You don't. I still it was so hilarious. So John Kaltoff and Walt, you're gonna love this story because it's hilarious. He goes, "Yeah, I remember John Kaltoff's year." He goes, "We didn't win one coin toss, not one." And we're all like, and Nick Anderson actually told us, "No, we won almost every one of them, except when Walt said we want to defer." John Kaltoff said, "No, we want the ball." So he told Walt we lost the toss and took the ball because he's a quarterback and he wanted the football. I died laughing when John told me that or Nick told me that. I died laughing. It's like, but it's those things. And I mean, you go talk to kids about so many different things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to my son Jake, and he is unfortunate. They had a terrible injury riddled year, and but still the memories are still there, and they're great. And the relationship with the kids. Following some of them on Facebook and seeing they had kids, and some of the ones are coming through right now, and their kids are coming through, and I said, "Got great stories about your dad."
Probably stories that dad doesn't want to tell anymore.
Yeah, so I said, "Well, you guys better be careful then." So no, it's been a great 36 years here in Annandale. People here are fantastic, and the kids are great. So that's been my memories.
I would agree with that. Obviously, I haven't had the coaching experience, but just being around everybody in the community, and and I get the privilege of hanging around the team, a couple times a week, and it's always a lot of fun. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun.
I'm just really hoping that this homecoming coming up, we get good weather.
Yes,
because there hasn't been anywhere I've seen that does homecoming better than we do, and it's amazing the whole day. And we just last couple of years. Last year was lightning. We had to move it to Monday. The year before it was just pouring rain. It was just, but when we have nice weather, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's absolutely amazing.
So, from the tailgate party to the game to everything going around.
The Pep Fest in the morning at the elementary that we have, it's absolutely amazing.
From really the buzz around town. I know, I always poke Walt a little bit because he's worried about kids getting all the rest that they can, and he's focused on we got to go win, we got to win the game. But just from a kid and a community standpoint, it's homecoming it's a fun week all long.
It is, and it's for all the kids. It's from all the girls that are in sports and all the cross country and everybody. It's just such a huge week, but he's not wrong. It is. You get wore out, and we've had teams that partake and do all this stuff, and then by the time they hit Friday, I get done teaching on Friday, I'm exhausted, and I can't imagine going to play a football game now if you stay up late. And it is, and I know Walt said that too. He says, Friday's the show. I mean, it's the end, it's the culmination of the whole week.
Yep.
From Sunday, girls powder puff to now Friday. Here's the culmination. He likes to call it the concert, and here's the concert now, and you guys got to perform, and they need to have fun. But they need to be careful at the same time.
Yeah.
And really know what is important is that Friday game. So for us.
Absolutely. And of course we've got a whole nother week until then. We'll have Apollo and Coach and I will talk. Yep. Maybe we need to have a weekly session where you and I sit do all sorts of interviews.
Yeah,
so
I think Walt says he doesn't like this, but I think he likes it.
I think after this many years, if you truly didn't like it, you'd probably tell me know what this is.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, well, Coach, thank you very much for filling in, and good luck this week for us.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.